Here I come with my unpopular opinions and perceptions and lessons learned through literal experience. 14 years of being a parent, and I saw a post, whenever, it doesn't matter, that said, signs. It probably wasn't a post, it was an article. Anyway, that said signs that, like, people weren't ready to be parents. And the first one is when they say things like, because I said so, etc. And I used to go back and forth with this, but I've got an understanding now after 14 years of parenting. And I was the parent who didn't want to be that parent. I was the parent who wanted to give my kids knowledge, who wanted to talk to them, who wanted to communicate, who wanted to listen to their feelings. Yes, dear. Yep, go get it and I'll help you. Wow. I'm not getting up to get it. As you can see, this is a boundary. See, this is why explaining doesn't work. Because I'm sitting here doing something, and you expect me to drop everything just for you. Yet, when I need something, no one wants to do it. So, go get your swimsuit, bring it out here, and then I will help you get it on. Otherwise, wait until I'm done. And that's why. Because we handed over all the power. We just handed, like Chris Titus said, we just gave them knowledge. We handed it to them. And knowledge is power. It's something that needs to be thought on and earned. It is critical and analytical thinking. Something that now, they honestly don't really even have the ability to do. They have a comeback after comeback after comeback after comeback after comeback after comeback after excuse after excuse after excuse after explanation, which makes them come off as narcissists. And it's not just one, it's all of them. They all think that their reason is more reasonable, that their excuse is more excusable, that their entitlement is more entitled, that they hurt me, so I hurt them. That's why we created a justice system in the first place. If we were going to choose to live life by, well, you wronged me and now I wrong you and now it's all right, we would stuck to an eye for an eye. Every situation is circumstantial. Yet also, behaviors just shouldn't even happen. They just shouldn't happen. Now, when they do, yes, they have to be taught to deal with them. The problem is, I don't go in there and deal with my son who locked his friend in a box in the video game and is proceeding to play for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, it seems like, with this kid's character locked in a box. Won't let him out. Says that he can't let him out. And then I try to talk to them about it, and he's like, well, why do you always side with him? And I'm like, first of all, it's not, there's a lot of things wrong with that sentence, because the always doesn't exist. But anyway, so he meant always within the last 2 days. Apparently that's always. When that's not what it is. It's, you seem like you did something wrong. Like you were being mean on purpose. And he was. However, then he's all, well, he went and took my dragon and lost it somewhere and then laughed about it. Now we have two wrongs. That's why we say because I said so. You're bad and wrong and you're bad and wrong. And you both owe each other an apology. And didn't it hurt when you did that? Doesn't it hurt you? But apparently nothing hurts. And I know that that's 90% of that's probably deflection. I know that it is. I hope that it is. I pray that it is. Because that is a scary thing to hear from your own kid. That, no, I don't really feel anything when people make fun of me. And I get it because I did it too. I deflected. I ignored. I owned it. I flipped it. I alchemized or whatever and turned it into something else. I owned that shit. And that's what we have to do and we're taught to do. We also need to be taught the other half of just don't do that to people. And then when you do encounter, it should be fewer people, not so many, who are out here doing things, bullying, protruding, whatever, like trying to, whatever that word is, irk you, make you upset, mad, whatever, aggravate, agitate. Then you have to also know that there's a time to walk away, to not just keep going and going back and forth. That's a distraction. That's just taking your life from you. And that's why we say, because I said so. Because you cannot be told the lessons life has to teach you over time. You simply have to sit, watch, observe, experience, think. Learn, laugh, love, and do it all again on repeat. That's why we say, because I said so. And of course, when psychology, someone with a degree says it, Oh, it matters. No, it always matters. We're the ones out here living. We're the ones experiencing it. We are your experimenter. That's why we say because I said so. Maybe you just don't understand because you've never done it, you've never lived it, you've never experienced it, etc. and so on. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. I'm only here to say that's why we say because I said so. So maybe you're not ready to have kids because you don't comprehend what time out is for, what getting an ass busting is for. It's to make you stop and think and go, oh wait, fuck. Maybe if I had done this way, then it had been gone this way, and then this could have happened. It's called thinking. It's critical thinking. And you don't get to that point. You just got stuck and hung up on all the pain of it. Oh, it hurts so bad. I'm so traumatized. Oh, I got hurt. Well, guess what? Get over it. Grow up. Think, learn, live, love, laugh, get over it, repeat. 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 Repeat.